Drinking, Jerome?
Yeah, it is Jerome.
Show
I'm
us that
drinking.
again. Show us that
Oh,
again.
we're live. Hi, everybody.
We're alive. What's with the beer mug? I
Yeah,
hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. I'm gonna
What is that?
solar
Yeah,
that. Solar that. Let's solar
yeah,
that.
do a concept. Oh, all
Whoa!
right. Yeah, The Simpsons.
Oh, I think I've seen him before.
All right, The Simpsons. Yeah.
it's 1/2 liter. So
Wow.
I would like to say cheese, and I will try to say something to do something.
Yeah, cool.
And Mr. Moose, there's a moose loose about the hoose. What's the
Yeah.
moose drinking?
I don't know, something orange here or whatever.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah. Yeah, Hero was outside earlier until I got a phone call. They woke me up. Yeah.
You came back and changed costume
Yeah, I
from
came back and
the moose.
I came back and took my mask off so I don't have to wear it.
Yeah. Well, I'm on the
I did it.
some really good stuff.
Ooh,
This is Polish lager.
beer? Wow.
Yeah, Polish beer that we get in. I have to go up to Newton Grange. I was there yesterday, so I got some of this, and this is absolutely delicious. But you can't drink
What's it rated for alcohol?
9%.
Hmm.
It's very, very strong.
Okay.
But very tasty.
We got a place here in Two Rivers. It's called Kurtz's Pub, and they got imported beers. So if I have one of those, I'm feeling it already because the alcohol content is probably doubled.
Hold on a sec, Jerome.
Yeah.
That was a full glass. What have we got left?
Holy shit!
Uh,
How many ounces? Is that? How many ounces is that drum?
1.5.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
That almost looks like a gallon jug.
it's like this in Belgium.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Glug, 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 glug.
But we have a lot of rain. We have a lot of rain.
Like water.
Oh yeah, but weather, no, it's not good. Weather.
Hi, Mary. Mary says hi.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hello.
So anyway, first of all, we'll start off, Pete, as usual. If you could introduce our guest for this evening from Belgium.
Yes, you got the. Well, first me, Pete the Moose Dassey from
Yep.
Two Rivers, and you got the fabulous guy to my right, Jerome from Belgium, and it's not Wisconsin either. But if it was Wisconsin, hey, we could visit each other. Yeah, but he's at the other Belgium, and then we got the fabulous Paul Capaldi, and he's down below here, and he's from the fabulous Scotland. Yeah,
Wow.
Scotland. Yeah,
Scotland.
yeah.
Yeah. How you doing, Jimmy? How you doing? Anyway, absolutely fabulous to see you. How are you guys keeping?
Oh, pretty good today.
Yeah. You had an ear infection last week, and it was a change of temperature that really floored you.
Yeah. I got a girl at work that I work with too. She gets it too, but she gets what do you call it? Dizzy spells, like when you get really drunk and you can't stand up, and I don't get it that bad, but see, I get ear infections because
Yeah, I see what you
young
mean.
when I was younger, I had
Jerome,
tubes in my ears and I got holes in my ears. I have to have surgery in order to get it fixed.
Jerome, I don't believe that either you or me get that drunk that we can't stand up. I think that is a scurrilous accusation that either me or Jerome would get that drunk. Luckily, my wife isn't here. And what about Jerome?
luckily.
Where's your wife?
She's sleeping.
Ah, good.
Mine's upstairs actually working. Believe it or not, they're doing
Wow.
they're doing a new program, so she's got to get used to the new program. So when you get used to something, they're always changing something.
Yeah. So Laura's having to do something to do with work.
Yeah, she's working from 12 to 3 today. So
Wow. Oh, should we finish soon then? You should be finished soon.
yeah.
And then joy of joy, happiness of happinesses. She'll take you shopping if you're lucky.
Yeah. We always go shopping. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Not my favourite activity.
Okay.
No, not
Have,
mine
have you ever
either. No.
have you ever noticed? I remember when I was married the first time.
Yeah.
We, me and my first wife Sonia, we were going to go. Well, we did. Sorry, we went to Spain on a very cheap package tour that involved a bus drive all the way from the UK to Spain. Right,
Okay.
that's how budget it was. But I remember she wanted to get a bikini, and I needed swimming trunks.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Because we didn't have any. So we go up to Edinburgh. We start at one end of Princess Street. We go in the first shop, and there's swimming costumes plenty. So I choose one for me, buy it. She sees one that she likes. But she says, "Nah, I want to see what else is up on Princess Street." Now, Princess Street is a very, very long road.
Okay.
It's all the shops are on the right hand side.
Oh.
The Princess Street Gardens are on the left, and the castle is on the left. Right.
Okay.
We go all the way to the other end of Princess Street, literally. It's like half a mile,
Wow.
maybe three-quarters of a mile, maybe further. We
Wow.
go to every ladies' fashion shop looking for an
bikini?
outfit. She didn't want a bikini. She wanted a swimsuit.
Okay.
Yeah, but
We went the entire length of in Princess Street, only to come back to the very first shop she went in to buy the same outfit that she could have bought at the same time as me. But the idea was to traipse all the way just to check and make sure. Now, ladies out there, do I lie? Have you ever done that to your husband? You've traipsed him all the way through the shops, only to come back to the very first one. I very much
Wow.
doubt
it's
it.
fun. It's not.
It's a well-known phenomenon.
Yeah,
At least you got your exercise.
but the law of physics doesn't apply in this case.
Wow. Yeah,
No,
you guys could have bought your same thing at the first store, and then whatever
Exactly.
time elapsed after, you could have done
Yeah.
something else. Yeah.
Yeah, we could have had a few beers and had a
Yeah.
bit of but no, she wanted to check out every single shop. And it was like trying to find something that was better.
But
It
in
was
the same-
either going to be better or cheaper. Sorry, Joe.
in the same time, if it will be us, we are looking for the best pub in the street if it was the case. So I think we were doing all the pub to see which better, which pub is the best. So
Well,
yeah,
Wow.
but
luckily, that is what me and Eunice now do. Is when we go to Edinburgh, we don't go for any specific reason. Not normally. Yeah, we once went specifically to get a cutlery set. We didn't know what cutlery set, but we decided we wanted to go and get one. So we were going to go to Lewis's and have a look at all the stuff there. But we weren't going to waste too much time on that, and we did. Every time we go to Edinburgh, it really is just to have a wander along Princess Street. Mandy Coate has mentioned that she used to live on Princess Street and Kingsway Drive.
Yeah.
And where I come from, we have a tendency to name our houses, which means I have even lived in the White House. Let's just pop that one up
For
there.
that long street, if you walk it and you come back, how much time does elapse? If you want to say, what, hour or 2 hours?
Sorry, from one end of the street to the other and back again.
Yeah. When you went shopping and you guys came back and then you hit the first store again. Okay, how much time elapsed from the first store to when you came back? You said it's a real long
Yeah.
street. How long did it take you?
Well,
An hour or 2 hours?
Hours? We're talking days, pal.
What? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm off. I'm off.
And you know,
Wow.
this process
No,
can take days,
about 3 hours.
weeks.
Yeah, this can take yes, yeah.
It could last
This
days.
process could take days, could take
Yeah.
weeks, could take years.
Yeah. Hey, there's
Hashtag Mike
Millbilly.
and Mike.
Hi, Millbilly. There's Millbilly.
Hi,
Millbilly.
Millbilly.
Hi, excellent your new guitar. Excellent. I saw this new guitar. She's really beautiful.
So, I really wanted to ask Pete a little bit about your. Well, we'll get on to my sort of main second question, but my main first question is kind of in two parts. I wanted to know your sort of thoughts as well. I mean, let's say now. I mean, you're slightly older than me, so you're slightly further past 21 than I am. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 39.
Okay.
So I'm 39.
Sorry?
Yeah.
I'm 39. Okay, and I'm about 35. Okay.
Okay.
You know, I wanted to ask you a little bit about being a father. You know, what are your thoughts on being a father, particularly, I suppose, being the father of Brendan. You know, the
And the father of
problems.
Yeah,
yeah.
great. I enjoyed from the first time we had them until
Hmm.
till now. No matter what goes on. Yeah. Sometimes you don't enjoy taking them because taking care of them because they got their
Yeah.
moments. But I put up with it, and I thought I was a wonderful dad, and I loved being a dad. You know.
Yeah.
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 And so
Yeah.
your first child was Brad, right?
Yeah. Yeah. From
Yeah.
somebody else. Yeah. Yeah.
And after Brian, Bobby,
Yeah.
um, Brandon,
Blaine.
No, Blaine.
Blaine,
You missed
Blaine, and
Blaine.
Brandon.
Okay, you got it. Yeah.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
not sure about Blaine and Brandon, but
Okay.
Any
Yeah.
any regrets
right.
on a girl not being there?
What on my terms or what are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would
Well,
you like to have had a daughter
you
along the
got
line?
your yeah you know kind of like you're married twice now too, and
Yeah. Yeah.
things go good, and I don't have no regrets on any of my kids,
Hmm.
and you learn to trust, but when the trust goes away and things go sour,
Yeah.
I had two long relationships, or with Brad's mom about 10 years, and then with Barb 10 years,
Wow.
and now with Laurie, it's going on I think 23 now. So
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah. That's good though. And of course with Laurie, you kind of inherited
yeah, we got
Steve and Laura's
we all
kids.
called
So
yeah we all call
Yeah.
ourselves the new Brady bunch. The Brady bunch. Yeah.
yeah.
One time when we
And
first got together, we filled up a whole, like when you go to a cinema, you know how many seats are in the middle? Yeah, we filled up one of those, and then we couldn't sit in the
It's a
middle.
team. It's a
Yeah,
team.
yeah,
It's a basketball team.
that's
yeah.
about
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
And can I ask you, Pete,
Yes, go ahead.
what is one of your favorite memory when your kids were really young? When Brendan,
When we first went to our first movie, we all
yeah.
piled in. It was to see The Lion King.
Ah,
Wow.
The Lion King. Yeah.
yeah. I
It was at the
remember. Yeah,
It
yeah.
was at the Strand Theater. Well, the Strand Theater's still there, but now it's called Strand Adventures, where they took the movies out, and now you can go there with your kids and climb. It's more like a adventurous thing now. So
Wow.
yeah,
Oh,
but yeah, that would have to been about my best time, seeing everybody at the movie and watching them watch the. Yeah, the Lion King was I would say our best moment we ever had. Yeah,
I understand.
Yeah.
And the
yeah,
Yeah.
cinema are good place, nice place,
yeah,
beautiful
yeah.
place. It's a shame that the cinema in Europe. I don't know in USA, but in Belgium there is no cinema anymore open because the COVID, the restriction, and a lot of stuff. In England and Scotland, I don't know, Paul, but here all
It,
the cinema are closed.
well, today we actually went to the pub, and the pub was open,
Oh.
Yeah.
Although you have to book a table even just to drink inside the pub.
Oh.
And I think how they work it is you have to book a table for food, and that then allows you to get a drink.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
So you got to get
no,
first then.
well, no, we just went on the off chance, and there were plenty of tables left outside, so we just sat down outside, and they were happy to bring the drinks to the table outside.
Yeah, for sure.
Which was obviously because we'd got the dog with us. We weren't going to take him inside to where people are eating, because that's well, it's not fair on the people inside the restaurant, but it's also not fair on the dog. he's he's going to be smelling all this food going back and forth. I mean, he's
What kind of dog did you say that was again?
he's a border collie.
Border
He's
collie?
nuts.
Okay.
Oh, he's just
it's really
I just
beautiful.
love your photographs and your
Yeah.
Me too.
It's
Me
really
too.
funny when I look at it when you're.
He's
Oh,
just
yeah.
a laugh.
Yeah.
He's just a laugh, and
Yeah.
what he does is he's so photogenic. If you because being a border collie, he's used to the idea of eyeballing the sheep, and this is all part of their nature. They look straight at the sheep and they stare at the sheep.
And they are really, really intelligent.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
He's as smart as hell. He is.
Oh yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
get over how you let him go and he doesn't run away.
Well, he does sometimes, Pete. You just
Oh, he
got to
does?
bloody run after him.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah, he
Every
can.
time I see the videos, he's coming back. So I don't know if you
That's
have
the
a
good
dog
times.
or-
That's the good times.
Okay.
No, he's getting better. Sometimes he gets freaked out with stuff, and he decides to run off. But most of the time, he's very, very good. And of course, at that time in the morning, he doesn't have any distractions. I should explain. He might be 2 years old, but we've only had him for 6 weeks.
Oh, somebody
And-
gave him up then, or what? Jerome is filling his gallon jug there.
It was this.
How many ounces is that, Jerome?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, that's the orange boom.
Uh,
That's is it the orange boom? No. Oh wow.
The first time I drink this one is Joel will bought me this. I don't
Wow,
know.
that's a great
Wow.
beer mug. I'd like to see how many ounces that is. Holy great.
5
Oh,
5%.
5.5.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
She's
That's
good.
nice.
She's
Yeah.
good. She's good. Yeah. Good beer.
Yeah, because over here, Paul, we have the leash law here. Usually, when we walk the dogs, you got to have them on the leash in case they do run away.
Wow, that's interesting. Here in Scotland, we do not have a law about having to have your dog on a lead unless you're on farmland and therefore in amongst animal livestock. If you've got livestock, you have to have your dog on a lead. Anywhere else, you don't have to. You don't have to have the dog on the lead. It's just something you choose to do, depending, I suppose, on how confident you feel with the dog and how friendly he is. I mean, I have no hesitation. Look, Jock, as I say, he's 2 years old. We've had him 6 weeks. He basically flunked sheepdog school. He was not going to make it as a sheepdog. For whatever reason, they decided that he was too distracted. He was too gentle as well, and just too sort of scatterbrained. He just wanted to play with the other dogs. He wasn't like for paying attention or anything like that. I mean, my wife often describes me as being on the autistic spectrum because I can't just sit still.
Yeah.
I have to be doing something. Even in my hands at the moment, I've got a bit of blue tap that I'm. It's just a natural thing. I can't just sit here like that. And just.
Okay.
It's just not in my nature.
I
So
guess
did you get the dog from Did you get the dog from a private party then, or?
Well, yeah, it was somebody on Facebook that my wife
Okay.
knew that said,
Okay.
here this is Jock. He's free to a good home.
Wow,
Because
free too then.
because
Wow.
but because if we don't get him rehoused, it's going to be kaput for him. It's going to be
Oh, okay. Okay.
you know.
Okay,
And
go ahead,
so,
Jerome. I didn't mean to step on you there.
No,
Jerome was going to talk. I walked all
I,
over him.
I was thinking to something when you talking when you was talking, Paul. I was thinking you can rename your dog Harry Cozy because yeah, focus on us. One thing,
yeah,
and
Wow.
cheers for the dude.
yeah.
Sure,
Cheers,
sure,
cheers. Yeah.
sure.
Do you know what? It would have been his 45th birthday in just 5 days' time.
I know
Wow.
it's the
Yeah.
same day. I have my birthday the same day. I know.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
we have both the same birthday. Yeah,
Wow.
Really?
yeah, and
Wow.
But
yeah,
not
but this
that.
year it will need not be the same,
But
Yeah.
sadly.
but
You
but
know what's really weird, Paul, is that on my
yeah.
birthday I share it with four people at work, and
Hmm.
plus Lori's kids, Bill and Steve, have the same birthday as me.
Really?
Wow.
Now how weird is that?
Yeah, it's
Wow.
just really weird when
Yeah, I know.
I talk with Richard the first time. I told I told him my my birthday, and he was looking at me and like this, and I was, "What's wrong, dude? You are talking my birthday or your birthday? I am talking about my birthday. Ah, it's not possible. It's my birthday. No, we both the same birthday.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was weird because it's the first one I have find on YouTube when I was looking for more information on making a murderer, and it was like my mentor, the pillar of the community, and and we got both the same birthday, so it was yeah. But I don't believe in coincidence. You see what I mean? I don't
Oh
believe
yeah,
in
yeah,
coincidence,
yeah.
not at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah. Yeah. And but what are you the same year of birth as the dude?
No, no, no.
No. No.
Richard was in 1977 and me 79.
Wow.
So I'm too young. I'm 2 year younger than
Wow.
he was.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
the dude from 1977. That's when I graduated.
Yeah.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, I graduated from Two Rivers High School in 19. It was supposed to be 76, but one year I stayed back because I wasn't getting it, so I graduated in 77.
I told you, you live in Wisconsin. This guy live in Scotland. There is no coincidence.
Oh,
Hmm.
okay, okay.
But it
Yeah.
was really, really, really nice, Pete, to talk about your love about the cinema with Brendan, with your kids,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
the the
yeah.
what kind of movie Brendan was really looking for, kind of
You mean oh
to go to go.
you mean Brendan's likes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he likes Harry Potter movies.
Mm.
Ah.
Yeah, Harry Potter.
Yeah.
But just at the time we were just thinking, they were like they were 4 and 5, and we figured, oh, we'll just bring them to the Lion King, because that's everybody's movie.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So
Well,
Yeah.
I tell you,
Good
can
memory.
you remember? Can you remember back to your childhood? What was the first film you saw at the cinema? I remember distinctly
Ah,
what
me,
when I
me too.
first saw it. The cinema. Yeah, okay, go for it. Youngest first, then Jerome.
Me, the first, it was, yeah, I need the translations. Sorry, because it's not the same. Um, Wait.
Okay, we'll give you 2 minutes, Jerome. Pete, can you remember what your very first film you watched as a kid at
Are
the
we?
cinema?
What age are we talking of?
Well, no, your very first one.
Oh,
You, Pete Dassey, as a young Pete Dassey,
oh,
as a moo rather than a moose.
okay.
What was the very
Um,
first film you saw at the cinema?
it would have to be the one first one at the outdoor. We used to have outdoor in Manitowoc, where you drive up with a car in Greece.
Grease.
Yeah,
Wow,
Greece
that
is the
that's
word.
yeah, that's kind of 70s though, isn't it?
Yeah, 76 or something like that. Yeah.
Wow.
That's the one I
And
remember. I don't know. My parents could have took me to one when I was a kid, but I don't
well, I was
remember
going
it.
to say you can't remember it.
No, I don't. I don't think
I,
I
I
do.
do, I do, I do, I do. I remember being 4 years old. I must have been 4 years old and going to see The Jungle Book when it first came out
Oh
in
yeah,
1969,
yeah.
and I absolutely loved The Jungle Book.
Okay. Yeah. For some
Ju-
reason, no movies come up. I don't remember. But by
No,
myself, yeah, by myself, it would happen to be the outdoor with Greece. But
yeah.
I just don't. Now watch. Now after this is over and I'm outside, I'll thinking. Oh yeah, I do remember. You know how that stuff comes back
Yeah,
again.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think it's old
And,
age. Yeah.
and I still remember, obviously, my love of Baloo the Bear and the voice of Phil Harris.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was also Thomas O'Malley in the Aristocats, and I think that was the second film I ever. All we did was we only went to the cinema once a year, and it was over Christmas when they had the specials over Christmas that mums and dads could take their kids, the whole family could
Yeah,
go,
yeah, yeah.
and we only went to the cinema once a year as a family, because obviously, you know, me and my two
Yeah.
sisters, it was quite pricey. But yeah, it was just such a special,
Oh
thing to go to
yeah.
the cinema. Anyway, Jerome, have you found
Yeah,
out
yeah,
what
yeah.
film? Go on,
Yeah,
then
yeah,
go
He's
for
yeah.
got
it.
it now. He's
It
got
was
it.
it was Big Trouble in Little China with
Oh, okay.
from John Carpenter in
Yeah,
1986 with Gary Goldman with no Gary
yeah.
Goldman with
Gary Oldman.
yeah no
Yeah.
no
No, not Gary Oldman. No.
um
No.
I've
so
heard
but
about.
yeah,
I've
yeah,
heard
it
about
was,
it, but I never saw it.
yeah, I remember it. I was so it was in 86, so I was 70, yeah, I was 7 years old, yeah.
Yeah. And
Seven.
what's the Belgium title of that particular movie? Just
Jack Burton dans les griffes du mandarin.
Oh, say that 5
Yeah,
times.
it's Jack Burton. Jack Burton is the name of the
yeah,
the hero
yeah.
in the grief in the grief like Freddy Krueger, with
Oh, right, scary
it, of so
nightmare.
it's n- no, but I try to find the translation in French, but it was Jack Burton in the hands of the Mandarin. Mandarin, it
Oh
was
wow,
the Mandarin, yeah.
Yeah, that
But
Charlene
the,
says
the, the
hers
Mandarin.
was.
Yeah, the
yeah,
Chinese. Yeah,
the
That
yeah,
Chinese,
Char,
yeah,
the Chinese.
Charlene
yes,
It
yeah.
was
Charlene
the
says hers was Jaws. Jaws had a couple good ones.
oh yeah, Jaws, excellent movie from Steven Spielberg. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. A lot of good movies. I would like a day do a video, maybe on my channel, I don't know, or on yours, Paul, about movies,
Mm.
about all of kind of movies, and talk about movies, and because I really love the cinema. And
But
would
so
love to
so
talk
so
about that.
did somebody mention a film, something with Jaws?
Yeah.
Jaws, yeah,
Yeah, Charlene or whatever her name is.
Jaws. What's that about?
Jaws, the
Jaws.
shark.
Oh my god! I was gonna say, Paul, where are you living under a
Uh-huh.
rock?
Uh-huh.
What planet are you from?
Wow.
That's it. Yeah.
right.
John Williams made a fortune out
John
of that
Williams.
theme
Oh
tune.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah. But it is really great
yeah,
compositor.
yes,
Yeah,
yes, absolutely.
yeah. Great, 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 great.
So we've talked about a little bit about obviously
Be a
Pete,
dad. Yeah,
being a dad,
yeah.
and really, I want to tie this all up later on with my sort of second question. But this is question two. Question one, part B. Can you tell us a little bit about your sort of experience of being Pete Dassey? You've mentioned Pete Dassey being the father. What about Pete Dassey being the husband? Because, as you say, like
Oh
me,
yeah.
you've had
Well,
married twice. I mean,
yeah.
it's obviously an institution
How
that
long?
means a lot to you.
Not being nosy. How long was your relationships? Like your first marriage? How long was that?
Wow, my first marriage was only 3 years. Although we had
Oh,
lived
okay.
together for 2 years before that,
Okay.
and then my second one, obviously, we're now 20. Oh, dear, that's good job. Eunice is at the bingo. I'm going to say 28 years.
Okay.
And
Very
me,
cool. Yeah.
I am at my first one, and
Yeah.
this is 22 years.
Wow, that's good
Okay.
going
You
for a
got any
youngster.
kids,
For a
Jerome? Or
youngster,
no?
that's
You got any kids, Jerome?
No, no, no.
Oh, okay.
But it's it's the life. It's something
yeah,
can happen, and
Oh yeah. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
but doesn't bother me because with the life, with all the stuff I need to handle with and manage
Yeah.
with my health and my problem. Have a kid, it's in my situation. It will be not really a good idea because
Okay.
it take a long drains you a lot of energy than I don't have. So
Oh yeah, they can be a lot.
yeah,
Yeah. And to answer Paul's second, when we got a divorce, I was they had stayed by me Friday night, Saturday night, and then Sunday I brought him back. So yeah, it was a challenge for me. Mining four at the same time, so I know what women go through. As long as I had four TVs set up with some sort of games on them, I was, I was I was the number one dad.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Video games.
yeah, yeah. But it was
Otherwise, it
not.
wasn't the worst. I would do it all over again. No
yeah,
problem.
yeah.
Yeah,
Obviously, it's well documented that Laurie was Steve's first wife.
yeah.
Only wife. How did you and Laurie actually meet? I apologize if I've asked you this before, um, I'm sure I have, and I'm sure it's something to do with the fact that you sort of operated in similar circles.
Yeah. Well, we met when I was with Barb and when he was with her. We
Hmm.
kind of got to know each other, and then when things went HE double toothpicks, then
Yeah,
we decided to come around, both ways, and
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
This
things
is the
happen.
life.
Yeah,
Yeah,
things
yeah, yeah,
happen.
yeah, 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 yeah. This is
Yeah,
thing you cannot manage because this is feeling. This is love.
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Definitely a lot of trust. The trust is coming back because I've been through the ringer washer, and
yeah,
it wasn't really good, especially when you have trust in somebody and they keep lying to you, and it was just I don't like to be lied to, so
No.
I'm in a lot better situation right now.
yeah. Look, it's clear to see. I mean, we see you obviously in series one of Making a Murderer, um,
Yeah,
and it's so sad that we don't get to see much of you.
No.
yeah.
That's that.
When we filmed that, it took all day. It took 6-7 hours for the part that you seen me on. Yeah, it took all day, 7 hours just to get whatever they got on the film.
It's incredible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but is that not in episode 2 where you're talking about the birdhouse and everything? Yeah,
Yeah,
you know, when we see you in series 1,
Oh
you
yeah,
know, we don't see enough of you. I think there's too much emphasis placed on, on Bob.
yeah, yeah.
I
Yeah,
think,
yeah.
to the and to the expense that you're sort of given this sort of minor role, when in actual fact, as a father myself,
Yeah.
it's a two-way thing. It's mums and dads that look after the kids. It's not just
Oh
the
yeah. Yeah, like I said, it takes two to tango.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's true. For me, when I saw the documentary the first time, I was not upset, but I was asking me why we don't see much more the father of Brandon, and always focus on the mother and never the father. So I was just asking me that, for what reason? Because
Maybe because the situation happened out there and not here. I don't know.
yeah, yeah, I
You know,
know, but
that's why what I was thinking, because it happened out at the yard. I'm not living out at the yard. I'm living here, and maybe that's why she got more vis,
yeah,
whatever you say that. So
yeah, maybe. But for me, it's a lost for the documentary, because to have your feelings and your
yeah,
what you have at this moment in the documentary, for me, it will be a plus, a real good plus in the documentary, to have you, not just one part of the family, to have you to explain what you want to explain about Brandon, or your situation, or what you were living, your feelings at the moment, but I know it was a documentary. It's not easy to place everything, everyone. I
yeah,
don't judge. I don't
yeah,
judge, but
yeah,
I mean, I was a little bit sad for you, because you were not really present. I mean, in
yeah, yeah,
and you are a great father. You are
yeah. Thank you very much.
absolutely
Thank
no,
you.
but no, but it's true. It's
Yeah,
true. I
no,
don't say that. I don't say
I
that
know, I know.
like this. I, you are really a great dad, and I'm really proud of you. It's
Mhm.
maybe strange to say, but I'm really proud of you, because with all the power you have, all the love you have, and you always stay humble.
Yeah.
It's not an easy job. It's not an easy job to do, and for that, Mr. Dassey, I have a great respect for you.
Well, thank you very much.
My
Thank you.
Pete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jealous,
like
Paul,
a
don't be
bro.
jealous.
He's my long
I will.
lost.
I will be.
He's like
I
my
won't be.
long lost brother. Brother.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Listen. I always called the dude my young brother, my younger
Yeah.
brother.
Yeah.
And as far as I'm concerned, Jerome, Pete, you're all my brothers. And if you start calling people, referring to them as family members, it's because you've earned that kind of love and respect. Um, but getting back to this business of dads.
Okay.
Okay, 5 months ago we had Christmas.
Yeah.
Right. During Christmas, we sing carols and we sing Christmas songs. Yeah, we have carols about obviously everything to do with Christmas and the in the manger, and obviously Mary, obviously loads and loads of songs about her, and the wise men, the kings, and even donkeys, and then we have all the Christmas songs about including reindeer and even about snowmen. Right, quote me one song or carol at Christmas time that is dedicated to Joseph? There isn't one. There isn't
No,
one. It
No.
throughout the
no,
whole of the Christmas festivities, there is not a
no,
single
no. It's true. Yeah,
one
yeah, it's true. Yeah,
one
yeah, yeah.
single song or carol about specifically about Joseph. And yet he was really integral to the whole, birth of Jesus.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's true. There
Yeah.
is local. No, no, not local. Vocal stuff than in the past they found about what can Joseph can say, but no song about Joseph. No
No.
one,
No.
and he
We
was the father
yeah.
of the, yeah.
Wonder
It's
why
really
Yeah.
that is.
important. It's really important. So why
Yeah.
he was
Yeah.
that?
But for some reason, because he wasn't the mother of because he wasn't the mother, somehow it's like it's far insignificant. It's like just
Yeah,
just just a
it's not
side
fair.
actor.
It's not
And
fair.
yeah, yeah. I mean, you've got songs about grandma being get run over by a reindeer,
Yeah.
and Father Christmas being stuck up a chimney.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, let's have a tune about a song, actually a song or a carol dedicated to Joseph. But
Yeah.
And to all
there
the
isn't.
father all around the world.
Yeah, we've even got the carol of the drum, the little drummer boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway. Um, I'm going to get off my soapbox, and I want to ask you because believe it or not, 40 minutes have rushed past.
Wow.
I
It did.
can't believe.
It
I
seems
can't
like we
believe.
just turned it on.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah,
Hey, let me
abs-
ask you a question, Paul, before you go.
absolutely, T1.
How do you love fatherhood?
Yeah, yeah, Stefano.
Well,
Yeah.
All kind of people we care about people matters.
Yeah.
yeah,
My
And
stepdads
yeah,
too. Yeah. Yeah.
absolutely, 100%.
So,
Um,
what's your thought? What's your thoughts of being a husband and a father there, Paul?
well, being married for really just the 3 years. My
Yeah.
daughter, my first daughter was born after 2 years. Um, to then have all that snatched away from me and not have any real, sort of control over it, it
Okay.
made me bitter
Yeah.
when I was when I met my second sort of partner and we had twins.
Okay.
Um, and maybe to a certain extent, I was still bitter from the experience. But anyway, obviously met my next wife, the wife that I've sort of been together with now for 28 years, and it just makes you determined. I'm not going to mess it up this time. If
Yeah.
there was something I did wrong the
Yeah.
first time, um, and I certainly don't blame any particular blame on my second partner. It was me that was still really not happy with the situation the first time. And just not wanting to give that away because you realise what you miss out on.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I don't know what's happened to
Like
Jerome.
what me,
W-
what the other ones with me.
yeah,
I'll take 50% of the blame. I mean, because I know
mhm,
I probably wasn't there all the time, and I didn't agree all the time either. But I'll take 50% of the blame. So
sure, sure,
yeah.
sure. And I really that my sort of second question
Yeah.
is just, it could be as convoluted. Hopefully, it won't be too difficult to get through this. But I was going to ask you how has your world changed since Making a Murderer came out? Particularly, obviously, with respect to Brendan.
Oh, at first I thought when I did it, I didn't know for sure if I should really do it. But right
Wow.
now, I'm kind of glad I did do it because Look at I wouldn't have met all you guys. He's got so many supporters out there, and I just wanted to show my love for him. And I still can't even believe it. I still can't believe it's happening. I'm thinking this is a dream. It's Twilight Zone. One time I'll
Yeah.
walk off something like short pier or something and wake up and there he is. But I don't know. I at first I was nervous of doing it, but no, I'm kind of glad I did because now everybody seems the trouble that my boy is in, and he knows he's innocent. I know you guys know he's innocent, and he didn't do a darn
Absolutely.
thing wrong. And yeah, I think I made the right move. At first I was nervous, but I'm glad I'm glad that this is taking place now because he's got a lot more friends now, and we got a lot more friends.
Oh yeah,
Sure.
absolutely.
Sorry, John. I was just going to say, probably in a future video, we could maybe talk a little bit about the sort of stages that you've gone through with
Oh,
Brendan.
okay,
First of all, growing up, and then
okay,
obviously,
okay.
when when he was charged, when we had this
Yeah,
horrendous
yeah,
press conference, you wouldn't have had the support from this sort of great worldwide community that happened once Making a Murderer came on the scene. And I dare say, Pete, that even after Making a Murderer first hit the screens, it's been a while before the sort of effect of Making a Murderer has been felt.
yeah.
He's going to down that one in one. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this.
Oh, wow. He didn't even stop and breathe.
It's a
He's
Belgium.
thirsty.
It's a
He's
Belgium
thirsty.
guy.
Yeah.
I'd like to know how many ounces is in there.
Mr. Belgium.
Yeah, yeah. Holy Christ.
No, but yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
This
I
this whole thing is incredible because it just doesn't happen to Stephen and Brendan. Sadly, it happens to all of kind of people.
Yeah,
Too much people, really too much people, and that's also we are here today to continue talking about
yeah, yeah. So
all
I
these
mean, it's
people.
a bad thing what happened to Brendan,
Oh yeah,
but what all the
yeah.
supporters getting behind us, it's a
Can
good
I?
thing for me because look at how many people I met, and you
Yeah,
know,
absolutely. It's
besides
always
you
good.
guys,
Yeah,
Mark from Australia. I mean, he was over. We even
the
had a
hug.
we even had a bonfire with him, and it was a low one. And
I do
Uh,
not like the
three,
idea of any
3 feet
Ave or
height or
Dassey's having
10 feet height.
bonfires.
okay,
3 feet height or 10 feet height. Do you remember the?
No, we don't want to go there.
but no, otherwise, yeah, it's got his bad points and it's got his good points. But
I'm joking.
yeah, and
I'm.
I just hope that when Brendan gets out, that he's going to be all together with his freedom and not thinking that he's going to be trapped all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean that's
yeah,
going to be an
yeah,
interesting thing, isn't it? Once Brendan
Yeah,
is out, a lot of people are saying that he really does need to get away. That
yeah.
was the big problem with Steve was he gets released. He's then still a really really vulnerable person,
yeah.
staying
Thanks. Yeah,
where he was.
yeah. Yeah,
About
Kim
the.
said she likes my smile.
Yeah, you have a lovely smile,
Yeah,
Pete.
hey, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, but it reminds me something when Kim was speaking with Steve on phone. Kim Ducat,
yeah,
Hmm.
her cousin, was speaking with him. Really at the beginning when he was arrested, he was at Calumet County, and I
yeah.
remember she was telling him, Steve, I told you to be aware about the cops, the
Yeah,
corruption of the cops, and to be to be on your warning with the cops,
yeah, on your
even
guard. Yeah,
yeah, on your guard, even you don't do anything wrong. be on your guard because they are really corrupt and they want ready to have you, and they want to have you, and they have you, and
Yeah.
they have you for what? But I have, if I can just say something, because this week I was working really harder on the case,
Mhm.
and I was speaking with someone who was in the secret service, French service in the past, and
Mhm.
he was telling me I saw making a murderer, and I have talked with him about different things, and he told me it's really bizarre, really, really bizarre. Then that when they find this car, everybody, everyone is coming on the same place, and everybody is locked down all around. Nobody have access. For this kind of case, he told me that's because they find something huge and they want to cover something. And if they want to cover something and in the same time take advantage to frame Stephen, it's a good opportunity for them. That's exactly what he told me. And he was in the French Secret Service. He Italian, but it's exactly what he told me. And he told me another things, but it was just a thought about the documentary. He was telling me, you know, to be a photographer, it's an excellent job to have a cover when you are a DCI agent or a DC agent or an agent undercover.
Yeah.
And I was ready, and he's tell me, yeah, ready. It's
Yeah.
really a good job to have to be cover up if you are an
Mhm.
agent. And I was talking with him, and I think there is something more bigger than Teresa, Stephen, Brendan. I think there is something bigger than from the case in 1985. I'm not sure what, but I think it's come from there.
Mhm.
Uh,
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's just the fact that as we're finding out more and more and more, with
yeah,
so many
yeah,
cases, the fact was that
yeah,
the police, as soon as somebody was arrested, that was it. You've been arrested, therefore that constitutes
yeah.
49% guilt.
But
Just by
Paul,
being
excuse
arrested.
me, Paul, excuse me. But
Yeah,
can you
yeah, sure.
explain me why Stephen is arrested when they find the RAV4? Because the RAV4 is on the every auto salvage yard, okay,
Yeah,
but Steven don't live on the auto every salvage yard. He live on the
yeah,
Mr. Johnson
yeah.
place. So why they don't arrest just like Steven, Earl, and Chuck, because they are the owner of the case, of
Mhm.
the salvage yard. So if they find the RAV4 on the salvage yard, why they don't arrest? They didn't arrest Chuck and Earl, and why Steven?
Mhm.
Yeah, he's got a good point there.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
doesn't make sense.
and I mean, as you say, once the Rav's found, why are you getting all these top brass
Yeah, yeah, all
appearing
this
when
stuff.
it's all they've done is found a car, whippy do, what are we having, a big party to celebrate that we found a car? We're looking for a missing photographer. We're not looking
Yeah,
for a missing car.
absolutely.
If
And
if the car leads to something,
Steven,
but I mean,
yeah,
surely these top players get brought in once you've got something concrete, solid that you can work on, and you can say, this, we once you can say we've got a dead person, then you know all these top people. Bring all these top people in, your fast benders and your hurdles, when all you've got is
yeah, but the problem
you've
is
just found a car.
the, the, the
Sort.
the problem is when they arrest Steven, they
Mm-hmm.
don't know if Teresa is dead or not, because they don't have
Well,
any
they still
reason
don't. They
from
still don't.
they don't know. They don't know if she's
No,
alive
no.
or she. They have bones, okay, they have bones, but they don't know if they are human bones or animal bones. So my question is, how they know she's dead? Because when they find the RAV4, this is not a crime. So why
No.
there is the DCI agent? Why there is Kratz? Why there is Michael Grisback there? Why there is everybody? I mean everybody. The guy I've talked with, who is retired from the Secret Service, a French agent, told me when you see a stuff like this, that's mean there is something really bigger outside because no, nobody do that when they find a car. No one.
Yeah.
And why
Yeah.
arrest a guy? Don't leave. We yeah, he live near the property. Yeah, it's true. But he don't live on the property. So if you think logically, you need to arrest the owner of the property or question the owner of the property, not the guy who live just back there. It makes no sense. Even if he have take a rendezvous for taking picture for the van of his sister. I mean,
Mhm.
the first error it was to accept to take this rendezvous. If I can go back in
But
time, I go in 2005 and I say, Steven, if Barbara asks you to call Auto Trader to sell a van, say no.
well, but Jerome, going back to your original question, you already know the answer.
Yeah,
You know the answer as to why they arrested Steve. You know
yeah, I
why it
know.
was all
Yeah,
about
I know.
Steve. It was
Yeah, I
of
know.
course it was always going to be all about Steve. I mean, even
Yeah,
Jock, if I sit Jock down and we watch Making a Murder from the beginning again, he's going to get it within the first couple of episodes. This
yeah,
guy's getting framed. This
yeah,
guy is getting
Yeah.
framed because
yeah,
because DNA suddenly revealed who the real perpetrator was of the attack of Penny,
yeah.
and it's
And
it
we have
doesn't it
Sherry
doesn't
Cullen there.
yeah
Yeah. The
it
same
doesn't take
Sherry Cullen. Yeah.
yeah it doesn't take a brain surgeon to see that they were framed.
No,
Actually,
no.
that was a quote from a song, wasn't it, by Stacey Seabrook?
But
And
do you
the
remember
thing I
when
don't understand is if Steve, did have bloody fingers, why wasn't there any blood on the steering wheel? Why was
there
it on
is
the side? Wouldn't you
Pete,
think the steering wheel would be full?
Pete, there is even no fingerprints or DNA of Teresa on the RAV4. Explain me this.
Yeah,
Explain me. There is they have this ref. She have this RAV4 from 2 years, right, Paul?
yeah,
Yeah, it's right. 2 years. That means her DNA, her fingerprints, everything is everywhere. When they go to the lab, they try to find fingerprints, DNA, they don't find nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. It's impossible. It's absolutely impossible. I think they find the palm prints. I think Maybelline told me that, but I'm not sure. But I mean, it's no, no, no. And why burn the camera? Why burn the telephone? And why don't burn the other stuff in the car? Why don't burn the CD player? Why leave a CD player with trace of blood on it? And he put gloves, but he bleed on his glove.
Mm-hmm.
No way,
Yeah.
no way, no way, no way,
No.
no way. But yeah, from the beginning, and you know, when I see that, I can imagine Steven was not under surveillance because
Yeah.
with the
Absolutely.
lawsuit, with the lawsuit, he was under surveillance by somebody. I don't say he was under surveillance by the law enforcement, but he was under surveillance. I'm sure, and if uh, somebody have have saw everything. He knows that Steven is innocent and Brandon is innocent, but they don't want to tell the truth because what? I don't know. Something big, something really, really
Mm.
big. I don't know what, but there
Yeah.
is something
It
really
is
big.
it's troublesome because you know you kind of get you kind of understand why people would be so evil that they would take down Steve again, given the fact that if he's presenting himself, if he's presenting the opportunities by returning to the county and sort of making it obvious, I'm still here, I'm a bit of a celebrity, you can't touch me. Oh well, guess what, pal, we can touch you. But the fact that they then went and did to Brendan what they did, that shows a particular type of evil, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's one thing to take down Steve and Avery, who we get it, Kenneth Peterson, you don't like him. We get the fact you don't like, for whatever reason, and it could be because he ran Sandy Morris off the road. It could be that, and I mean that was reckless, and there's no defending Steve for that. And Steve's never tried to deny, has he, that there are things in the past that he'd wrong. But when you take a 16-year-old Brendan who had nothing to do with this, and then you use this stupid read technique, and
Yeah,
and
the
you get him to say, not to say things, but just to
and not
agree with things
not
that were
just the
just
read technique.
ridiculous. Yeah,
Not just the read technique. He was alone. Uh,
yeah,
his mother and his father was not there. And
yeah.
what Wigger tells and Fassbender tells him, we are not cops. We are like father. We have kids of your same age. We want to give you a cuddle, Brandon. We want to help you. That's what they say. That's
Yeah.
what they say. And this is a child abuse. And for that, I'm sorry, but in Belgium, they will be punished for that.
Yeah.
If it was recorded in video, they will be punished for that. And in America, it's okay?
Mhm.
No. And even in front of a court, on a court of appeal, and with
Yeah.
a judge, and no, it's
A
okay.
federal court
It
on
was
hate review.
no. It you can. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm yeah.
Well, do you know what you are, Jerome? You're speechless. Just thinking
Yeah,
about that.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
yeah.
like there
I'm
were no
speechless. Yeah,
there
it's
are
true.
no
Yeah,
words to describe that kind
no,
of evil.
no,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah,
no,
Pete.
no. Yeah, Pete. Yeah,
I'm gonna let you bring proceedings to a conclusion, because that's just gone now for over an hour, and
Wow. It
I
just
better
seems
I
like
better I better let this
we just
dog.
started.
I know,
Yeah.
but of course we missed you last week,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
was a
Yeah.
great shame. But anyway,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say thanks to Jerome, but I'm gonna let the
thanks to
moose
you.
loose about the hoose, and finish things off for us.
Okay. Well, hey, thanks for everybody in the chat for being there. Oh, hang on. Okay. We'd like to thank everybody in the chat there for being with us. And thanks for all the nice compliments about my smile and everything. I try, but hey, cheerio from the one and only Pete Dassey from Two Rivers. And then we're going to say adios to Jerome from Belgium. It's not Belgium, Wisconsin now. Okay. Hey, thanks for joining us. And the fabulous Paul D from got me all
Scotland.
choked up here. Scotland, he's got me all
The night
choked
to
up here.
say me.
Yeah.
From somewhere
And
else.
hey, we thank you guys for joining us, and we'll be back next week, and same
Yep.
time, same bad channel.
Exactly.
All right, yeah,
And you haven't done so already, please subscribe. And I see you.
yeah. Okay.